How to become the rare man women fight over Machiavelli's forbidden rules. Most men get ignored by women every single day, not because they're ugly, not because they're broke, and definitely not because they're not nice enough. No, they get ignored because they have zero leverage. They're too predictable, too available, too easy to read, and way too easy to leave without a second thought. Women never compete for a man they already have completely figured out. They compete like crazy for the man who has something they can't control, something they can't copy, something that lives rent-free in their mind 24/7. That's exactly what you're getting today. A complete, no BS, step-by-step guide built on the raw principles of Niccolò Machiavelli himself that turns you into the rarest type of man on earth. The kind of man who doesn't chase women, women chase him. The kind of man who doesn't beg for attention. Women fight each other to keep his attention. Machiavelli wrote 500 years ago, "It is far better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." But when it comes to women, the real rule is this: it is far better to be desired and completely untouchable than to be always available and quietly ignored. If you stay until the very end and actually use what I'm about to give you, your dating life will never look the same. Let's start right now. Here's the first thing that quietly separates the rare man from every replaceable guy she's ever met. He builds a life so full, so focused, and so damn powerful that no woman can just walk in and set up camp. She has to earn her spot, or she stays on the outside looking in. She's used to men who drop everything the second she snaps her fingers. Men who cancel plans, rearrange their week, pause their whole world just to get a smile or a text back. But you're the complete opposite. Your life isn't just busy. It has its own rhythm, its own heartbeat, its own rules that existed long before she showed up, and will keep going long after she's gone if she doesn't measure up. You have a mission that doesn't ask for her permission. You have mornings that belong to the gym and your goals. You have evenings that belong to building something bigger than feelings. You have Sundays that are completely off limits, because that's when you recharge, create, and level up. That's where real attraction is born. The moment she realizes there's no obvious door into your world, she has to knock. She has to prove she belongs. Here's the hidden truth most men never get. If your life is wide open and always welcoming, she will never value her place in it. If you're always free, always replying in seconds, always ready to drop everything, she never wonder what she's missing when you're not around. So stop trying to make room for her. Start making your life impossible to skip. Pack your days with things that light you up. Training hard, building your money, creating art, deep talks with real friends. Rituals you never break, not to show off, but to protect your focus like it's the most precious thing you own. The second she sees, you're the type of man who will never interrupt himself for a woman, something clicks inside her. She feels the tiny sting of being the one who might get replaced, and the fire to make sure that never happens. Machiavelli would put it like this: never allow someone to enter your palace without first making them feel the weight of its gates. In real life it looks dead simple. You don't invite her to every single thing you do. You let her notice you're sometimes gone. You let her ask why your phone is silent after 9 p.m. You let her wonder why Saturday mornings are locked in and non-negotiable. When she finally asks, "What do you even do on Sundays?" you just smile, calm, and say, "That's my time, keeps me sharp." Then you shut up and let the silence do the work. That tiny moment sends a massive message. You're not trying to squeeze her into your world. You're quietly deciding if she's good enough to be let in. Big mistake most men make, spilling their entire schedule in the first week. By day 4, she already knows exactly when you wake up, when you eat, when you sleep. Mystery dead, chase over. She's not dating a man anymore. She's managing a calendar. Do this instead. Let your life feel like the hottest movie she's dying to get a ticket for, not some open stage where she gets to direct everything. Make her curious, make her wonder, Make her imagination run wild about what it would actually take to become part of your world. The harder the entry, the higher the value. Now the second trait. This one is sneaky, but it's easily twice as powerful as the first. You let her see with her own two eyes that other women want you, and you don't have to chase a single one of them to make it happen. Women don't compete because you tell them to. They compete when they watch other women competing. You can scream "I'm high value" from the rooftops, and she just smile and nod. But the moment she sees the waitress forget her words when you talk, the moment the girl at the gym does a double take, the moment her own friend gives you that little extra smile when she thinks nobody's looking, her brain lights up and screams, "Wait, I'm not the only one who sees it." That's not just jealousy, that's proof. If other women want you, her attraction suddenly feels safe, real, and urgent. In nature, the most desired male is never the one making the loudest noise. He's the one every female can't take their eyes off. Same exact thing here. You don't go hunting for female attention. You simply stop running away from it. Machiavelli whispered to princes, "You must be seen receiving admiration, never begging for it." So when you're out with her, slow down, feel the room. Notice how women react when you walk in. Don't hide it. Don't act blind. If a girl stares a second too long, let a tiny smirk cross your face and keep moving. Say nothing. You just showed her without words. You're not the only one who notices something different about me. The worst mistake. Trying to hide every bit of female attention to make her feel special. That doesn't raise your value. That crashes it. She doesn't want a guy who makes her feel safe and boring. She wants the guy who makes her feel like she better step up or someone else will steal her spot. Let her feel the room. Let her see the quiet pull you have on people. Let her watch women orbit you without you ever reaching out first. The second she realizes other women want what she has, the game changes. Now she's playing to win. The third trait is the one almost no man has the balls to live. You become emotionally rock solid when you're with her, but completely unpredictable in when and how you show up. Your presence starts feeling like a rare event, not something she can set her watch to. Desire dies fast in predictability. Most men kill it without even meaning to, not by being jerks, but by being too easy, too available, too always there. They think replying instantly and being on call 24/7 looks loyal. To her it looks empty, because deep down she knows real men. Men who are building empires, leveling up, earning respect, are never just sitting around waiting for texts. When you're always reachable, always quick to reply, always ready to jump, she starts thinking, if nothing else in his life is more important than me right now, maybe he's not that important. Machiavelli-style wisdom. The man who is always present will soon be forgotten. The man who disappears from time to time will be missed like air. So you move like a living paradox, warm, connected, fully there when you're with her, but the moment you leave, you're gone. No good morning texts every day. No just checking in every 3 hours. No turning your life into a routine she can predict. You become a force that walks in, creates magic, then vanishes, leaving her desperate for the next time. Real example, you have an incredible night, deep talk, strong eye contact, sparks flying. Most guys wake up and text first thing, "Last night was amazing, still thinking about you." You say nothing. You let the silence eat at her all day. She replays every moment. She checks her phone. She wonders why you're not chasing. By evening, she's texting you first. That's the exact moment you win the power back. She's now chasing the feeling only you gave her. Common mistake, thinking you have to stay in constant contact to make her feel wanted. Wrong. You can make her feel like the only woman in the world for 2 hours straight, then disappear for 2 days and make her miss you even harder. Give her 100% when you're there, then vanish like smoke when you're not. That combination creates pure obsession. The fourth trait shows your standards louder than any speech ever could. You let her watch exactly how other women act around you, and how little you actually give them in return. Most guys think women fall in love with how nice he is to her. The truth, she falls harder, watching how he treats every other woman. That's where she sees the real you. She's not listening to your sweet words, she's studying your patterns. How do you act when a pretty girl flirts? Do you light up for every woman who smiles? Or do you stay calm, kind, but clearly selective? The man who hands out attention like free candy isn't generous, he's desperate. But the man who respects women yet keeps almost all of them at arm's length, that man becomes a walking paradox she can't resist. Machiavelli would say, "It is not the prince's kindness that wins lasting loyalty, it is his rare decision to give it at all." Picture this, you're out with her, and a female friend comes over, laughing loud, touching your arm, clearly into you. Most guys freeze, pull away, or start over explaining. You just smile, stay relaxed, answer politely, then turn your full attention straight back to your girl, like nothing happened. Later she says, "Wow, she really likes you." You shrugged and say, "Some people are just friendly. Doesn't mean I'm looking." End of conversation. You just proved control over every woman in the room, and most importantly, control over yourself. Never make the weak mistake of trash-talking other women to look loyal. That doesn't make you look faithful. That makes you look bitter and small. Instead, let her see you enjoy women but need none of them, friendly without flirting, warm without being weak. That tiny difference turns you from a guy she likes into the guy she's scared another woman will take. The fifth trait is pure fire. You let her feel that you want her like crazy, but you still choose to hold yourself back. In a world full of men who lose control, the second things get hot, the man who can pause becomes legendary. She's used to guys rushing in, staring too hard, grabbing too fast, pushing for more before she's even ready. But when she meets a man who clearly wants her bad and still waits, her body and mind go into overdrive. She starts asking herself what kind of man can turn down something he obviously wants. The answer, a man who has already won the war with himself. Machiavelli put it perfectly. He who can control his thirst while standing at the fountain will rule over those who drown in it. When you hold back just enough, you're not playing scared, you're showing raw power over your own nature. And that power is the strongest aphrodisiac on earth. Here's how it looks in real life. She's flirting hard, touching you, leaning in, giving you the green light. Most guys jump. You lock eyes, voice low, and say, "If I kiss you right now, I'm not stopping." Then you lean back slow with a smirk and let the tension hang in the air. Watch what happens. The temperature shoots up, she starts breathing heavier. She'll probably climb on you herself within minutes because you just flipped the entire script. You're no longer reacting to her, she's reacting to your control. Never hold back out of fear. She'll feel the difference between hesitation and power. Hold back on purpose. Choose the tension. Say things like, "You're making it real hard for me to behave right now." Then smile and change the subject. You didn't say no, you said not yet. That not yet is where obsession is born. When she realizes she has to earn your next move, she becomes addicted to earning it. And suddenly you're the man she competes for, not the other way around. And finally, the sixth trait. This one turns the whole game upside down. You stop rewarding effort and start rewarding only one thing: tension. This is the brutal truth most men will never accept. Women do not fight to keep men who hand out attention for free. They fight like hell to keep men whose attention has to be earned every single day. Yet almost every guy does the opposite. She texts once, he replies instantly. She looks pretty, he showers compliments. She comes back after ghosting, he welcomes her with open arms. Why? Fear of losing the little crumb of interest he has. The rare man flips the script completely. He only gives big attention, big time, big energy when she brings big tension. Teasing, flirting, planning surprises, showing up as her best self. The moment she gets lazy, dry, entitled, or boring, he quietly pulls back. Not with anger, not with games, just calm withdrawal. Texts take longer, plans get moved, energy cools. She feels the drop immediately, and high-quality women hate losing more than they love winning. Machiavelli Lavelle Frame. Her fear of losing you must always be stronger than her comfort of having you. You never say it out loud, you live it. You're not hers by default. She's in quiet competition with every other woman watching, and with the version of herself that might not be enough tomorrow. When the spark fades, you don't chase, you raise the bar. If she pulls away, you don't panic. You say calm, I like where this was going, but I only move forward when it feels electric. That's it. No lecture, no begging, just a quiet standard. 9 times out of 10, she comes back twice as strong. Dressing better, texting first, planning dates, bringing the fire, because now she knows your attention isn't free. Your time isn't guaranteed, and you are the prize she has to keep proving she deserves. You're not the finish line, you're the test. She never wants to fail. You've just reached the end, and if you're still here, you're not like 99% of men. You didn't come for quick tricks or cheap lines. You came to understand real power, not just in kings and kingdoms, but in presence, in silence, in the way you move through the world. Deep down you already know, it's never about being the nicest guy. It's about becoming the man whose absence hurts more than another man's presence. The man who gives just enough to stay burned into her mind forever. So stop shrinking yourself to be picked. Stop overgiving to be seen. Stop explaining yourself to be understood. You are the standard. You are the tension. You are the question she can't answer, and the experience she never saw coming. Machiavelli never taught cruelty. He taught calculation. He taught understanding human nature instead of hating it and shaping it without apology. So stand tall in your rarity. Let the world bend to your rhythm. Let women feel the razor-sharp difference between what's handed out for free and what has to be earned with blood, sweat, and fire. Kings are never remembered for running after anyone. They're remembered for the quiet gravity they carried and the way everyone else started moving differently just to stay close. Now go build that gravity. Go live that life, and watch how fast the world changes when you stop explaining yourself and start embodying the rare man. If this hit you hard and you're dead serious about becoming the man who's always chosen, my book is live right now. The Undeniable Man, Built to be Chosen. No fluff, no fairy tales, just cold, hard, field-tested strategy you can use today, whether you're single, dating, or locked down. Link in the description. Grab it before it's gone. And if this spoke to your soul, don't just close the video. Drop a comment, even just "I'm becoming rare." It locks this in your brain and helps another brother out there. Smash the like button. Share this with one man who needs to hear it today. We're not here to stay average. We're here to build minds and lives that never break. See you in the next one.